Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to a very important video for the future of the channel. You can tell from the title and the thumbnail, this is the brand new vote for the brand new career mode series that will be replacing Chelsea in the next few days. This will be going live Saturday evening. The BPL title finale for the Chelsea series will have gone live earlier on this afternoon, so check that if you missed it. Tomorrow we'll be having the Champions League final with Chelsea, then Monday we'll be doing their season roundup, and then hopefully this series will start on Thursday or Friday next week. So be sure to stick around for the full video so you can see my thoughts on each individual side. You can tell what they are from the thumbnail, I'm sure. But feel free to vote on the straw poll down below once you've heard me talk about each three sides and give you my thoughts. And you feel free to vote for more than one if you don't mind me playing as either of these sides. But so far this year we've done a BPL side, we've done two BPL sides, we've done a La Liga side, we've done a Bundesliga side. It's time to give Serie A some love. So this is going to be a Serie A career mode. We may at some point, the plan is to have at least 2 to 3 seasons with the club that wins this vote, and then maybe either continue with that club or move on within this save to a different club and keep this save going between now and the end of FIFA 16. That is the overall initial plan, and this time hopefully we'll be able to see that plan to the end. But we start by showing you the potential teams that we want. So as you can tell, or it is going to be a Serie A career mode. We'll be starting in Italy, but who with? The first option as we scroll through is Fiorentina. They have a transfer budget of £14 million, so there's definitely some money there to be used. We could also obviously use the 60% boost that you saw a moment ago. They have an okay squad. They're actually doing quite well in Serie A again this year. Last year they finished quite high in the table. They finished up in 4th and qualified for the Europa League, so they would be in European competition this first season. They're actually in 4th right now in Serie A as well, so they're having a good second season, but they need taking on to that next level, which is something that we could do with Fiorentina. They have a few players out on loan like Mario Gomez and Giuseppe Rossi, so you know, some big name players that perhaps could come back to us. We could even just straight up recall them in the first season and use them in season number 1. They have a few players in on loan as well. For example, Christian Teo from Barcelona and Blazikowski from Dortmund. They also have the centre-back Benaluane from Leicester City. So they have a few players that would be decent. Obviously, Mauro Zarate on the update would be there permanently as well. And Alberto Costa is there on loan from Spartak Moscow, so he would be in the squad as well, I believe. So there are some good players at Fiorentina, and they're a side that have not necessarily fulfilled their potential in the past few years. They have, obviously thanks to Gabriel Batistuta, had some very, very good players at the club over the past few years, including Roberto Baggio, if you go back a little bit further. So at the beginning of the 90s, they were in 1990, they were in the UEFA Cup final, and which is now obviously the Europa League. So perhaps we could help them get back there in the first season if you choose Fiorentina, or maybe help them qualify for the Champions League first season and push on towards the top of Serie A from there. That's Fiorentina. That's the option there we have. The second one as we scroll through is going to be SS Lazio. They have a slightly smaller transfer budget of £12.5 million. However, the wage budget is a lot higher. £1,400 they're paying out on wages right now, rather than the £900,000 that Fiorentina are paying out. There are some bigger players at Lazio and some more higher earners, as you might expect, because of that. They have, obviously, as you can see there, Felipe Anderson, who's a fantastic young talent. Candreva is a very good player as well. Marchetti is a solid goalkeeper. Lazio finished 3rd in Serie A last season, and as such are in the Europa League this season as well. So European football at Fiorentina, European football here at Lazio as well. They have not had such a good season this time around. They're down in 9th at the minute after 31 games in Serie A. However, they have had some very good players at the club in the past as well, including Alessandro Nesta, of course. They have a decent squad, actually, a very good squad. They brought in Ricardo Chesnoid from Ajax in the summer, so he'd be available as a wide player. Obviously, you've got Alessandro Matri on loan in from AC Milan, who are the third side that we might potentially be taking on in this new career mode. They have a few other good players as well, like Felipe Anderson, as we mentioned, like Stefano Mauri. Stefan De Vrij as centre-back is very good. Balde Keita is fantastic, very, very quick on the wings. And we've mentioned Kandreva and also Senad Lulic is a good all-round midfielder. Onatsi is a player that never really kind of kicked on from his early career, but we could maybe help him reach his potential if you decided to vote for Lazio. They also have players like Lucas Biglia and Stefan Radu, who's been at Lazio for a while, and Konko, the right back, etc. There are some good players, and Miroslav Klose, of course, the striker, to the all-time leading World Cup goal-scoring striker. The German is a striker for Lazio, so if you choose Lazio, then we'd have about £12.5 million to spend. Again, would probably use the 60% transfer budget boost at Lazio if we took it. Or you guys could maybe leave me some feedback in the comments section and let me know whether you think I should or should not use the 60% budget boost for either of these three teams. AC Milan is the final side that we'll be looking at and potentially voting upon. Obviously, they have a transfer budget of £29 million outright already, so we probably wouldn't need to use the 60% here for AC Milan. They had a really poor season last time around. They finished 10th in Serie A last year, and as such there's no European football at the San Siro this year for AC Milan. I believe there's no European football for Inter at the San Siro this year as well. They both finished, I think Inter finished 8th and AC Milan finished in 10th. So Milan are currently 6th in the Serie A table, so they're not having a barnstorming season this year around either. So it's a side that really needs restoring to its former glories. They had players like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Thiago Silva, Clarence Seedorf, Paolo Maldini was here for year upon year upon year. Dede, the goalkeeper, not the centre-back. So many amazing players have played for AC Milan throughout the years. Ronaldinho, Andrea Pirlo. But right now, they are lacking in the European... They are lacking in Europe's best players, and as such, you might want me to try and regain the reputation of the club. The reputation of the club's perhaps been tarnished over the past couple of seasons, so they really are nowhere near where they used to be, and could potentially, if you decide to vote for me to take over at AC Milan, be the side that we try and return to their former glories. They have fantastic young prospects like Gianluigi Donnarumma, of course, and by Niang, whilst not being as young as he was, he's still quite young. They have some really good players as well, like Carlos Bacca, like Kevin Prince Boateng, like Jeremy Menev, some experienced players like Philippe Mexes, young players like Matteo De Sciglio as well, and again, experienced through Diego Lopez in goal, who I would probably play over Abbiati if you were to vote for AC Milan. Mario Balotelli is in on loan, but he's the only loan player in the squad. They have a number of players out on loan, including, of course, Stefan El Shaarawy, who I would probably recall first season if you vote for AC Milan, or at least I would take your thoughts on maybe recalling El Shaarawy first season. They have Alessandro Matri, who's out on loan at Lazio, as we mentioned earlier, who's the other side, or one of the two other sides that we're looking at potentially taking over for the next career mode. So let me know your thoughts down below on what you think of Fernando Torres. Of course, is out on loan as well from AC Milan right now, and Suso out at Genoa. AC Milan are probably the strongest squad, but they're in the worst position. No European football, so we'd be able to fly through season number 1 and hopefully qualify for at least the Europa League. I'm not sure how well we could do first season with AC Milan. I'd like to think we could finish top 4, but who knows? I think it's only the top 3 that qualify for the Champions League, though, so we would have to finish top 3, I believe, to ensure that we get Champions League football for the next season. So it's up to you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below which side you vote for. I wasn't going to say this, but my personal preference, it goes AC Milan, Lazio, Fiorentina in order. That's my preference of which club I would like to do, but don't let that sway your decision. I just felt that I should be open with you guys and tell you which one that I feel I would like to do. But I always put my career modes to a vote. Everything other than the first career modes of the season that I do, or of the FIFA year that I do, I always put to a vote for you guys. So as such, you're getting a vote here. There is a link to a straw poll in the description down below. Make sure you have a vote on it. Drop the video a like if you're excited about this new career mode. Let me know in the comments section which way you voted, and hopefully we can have a successful time in Serie A. And that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days, especially earlier on today, as there was a Euro 2016 collection book episode, there was a My Player video, and a Chelsea Career Mode BPL title finale episode. And this will probably be going live around about 6 o'clock. So tomorrow there will be My Player again, and another collection book, and another Chelsea Career Mode with the Champions League final, etc. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel to ensure you don't miss out on any of the remaining stuff from those series, or when this series starts as well. But let me know down below what you voted for. Let me know your feedback on all of the things we raised here with regards to potentially bringing players back from loan, using the 60% budget boost, etc. And I'll see you next time.